You do the same thing when you analyze a Shakespeare play. You know, a Shakespeare play never happened, but Shakespeare extracted out patterns that happen all the time, and if he hadn't extracted them out, no one would watch the plays, right? The plays are interesting precisely to the degree that the play is about something that's about you, and something that's about you, and something that's about you. It has to be something that's common to everyone. And you watch the play and you partake in it through imitation, even though you're sitting down. You partake in it through imitation, and then maybe later you go for coffee with your friends and say, well, what was that all about? And that's your attempt to take the behavioral wisdom that's coded in the story and make it articulate. And we're doing that all the time. Whenever you discuss a movie, you do that. And that's how educated people actually interact with literature, right? Because if you're uneducated, roughly speaking, you go see a movie and you just go see it. You never think about it as something that was produced. You never think about it as a cultural entity, and you never do that higher order analysis. And when you first encounter the idea of even doing that, you might be resistant to it, because it seems in some sense to destroy some of the magic of that pure immersion in the form. So, but that doesn't mean that people who go to movies and don't talk about them afterwards aren't learning anything. Quite the contrary. They're just learning, using a very abstracted form of imitation. And then you might imagine, you don't go to a movie, you go to 100 movies, and you imitate something that's in common across all the movies. Well, what's that? Well, that's an archetype. The archetype is what's common across stories, and so we're trying to get to the bottom of what's common across stories.